Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Uciel Pesina, and you are at the LEC Fall Virtual Career Fair. And we have a special guest with us. Real quickly, we had technical issues, but we're gonna see if we can get her to introduce herself and talk about her school really quick. Miss Trisha DeGraff, the Executive Director of Academy for Integrated Arts. Welcome to the studio.
I can't hear you. Hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. How are you doing? Hello, Trisha.
I can't see. Um, I Hi, Richard DeGraff and Integrated Arts. I if you can hear. So
We have some popping going on, but it might be your connection over there at the school. Trisha, tell us a little bit about the school real quick. Oh, okay. So we lost Trisha. Hopefully she'll come back and visit with us. Coming up after Trisha is Rocket Ship Public Schools, a new group that we are learning from and about. Miss Kate Lowe will be joining us. And let's see if we can bring them on in. Rocket Ship Public Schools. Kate, am I saying your name right?
Very close. Kate Laux.
Lau?
Laux, like Lauks.
Lauks. Lau?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Latinx Education Collaborative Virtual Career Fair for the fall semester. We are asking school districts to let us know what their needs are via employment and how we can get more Latinos into your schools. And so this is the opportunity to do so. Can you tell us about both you and is it Amber?
That's right.
Yes.
Amber Fields is joining me. She's our Associate Director of Recruitment here in California.
Okay, so you guys are out in Cali. I'll be heading out there this evening, heading out to San Diego to visit some of your weather.
Nice. Well, I hope you enjoy it.
I do too. Hey, can you tell us a little bit about yourselves and then about Rocket Ship Public Schools?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You want to
Go
go
ahead,
first?
Sure. So I'm Kate. I've been here at Rocket Ship for 10 years. I was a teacher with Chicago Public Schools as a special educator, and then came here to Rocket Ship and taught as a special educator here in San Jose. And now I'm a recruiter looking for great folks for our schools. So I'm really excited to talk to you today.
Excellent. And Amber,
Hi, can you guys hear me?
we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. So I am Amber here at Rocket Ship. I am the Associate Director of California Instructional Team that we have here. Been with Rocket Ship for about 3 years, but very similar to Kate. I also come from supporting in the classroom space, actually having worked with high school students, really supporting them with teaching them about college access and getting them prepared for life after high school. So excited to be able to talk to you all here about Rocket Ship and what we do.
Excellent. Can you tell us about the program, about your schools? What are you all about?
Absolutely. So Rocket Ship is really not just a school, we're a network. So when it
Okay.
comes to Rocket Ship, we've got schools all across the country in the Bay Area, California, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Nashville, Tennessee, Washington, D.C., and in Fort Worth, Texas. And we've now grown to be 23 schools in those locations, all started by parents who really wanted different education for the kids in their community. So we are very community-based schools, and we now serve about 10,000 kiddos. And more than that, we're really a movement that we want to be really community-based and connected to the community that we serve. And so there's a lot of parent power, there's a lot of connection to our community as we move to create better educational outcomes for kids in underserved areas.
Excellent. So, why should future Latino
So sorry you broke up there for a second, but Amber, I'll toss it over to you.
Can you repeat your question? You broke up for me.
So why should the Latino community consider your organization as the next part of their journey?
Absolutely. I mean, I think that's an incredible question, especially being that here at Rocket Ship, we specifically support a high population of Latinx and African American students and communities across all of our campuses. So we started in San Jose, predominantly a Latinx community specifically. And to be honest, I think that it goes a long way when students are able to have educators who mirror them and mirror their experiences. So I was just at our school in Antioch, where it is our highest population of African American students here, specifically in California. And the way that we connect with students and they see like, hey, you look like me, you were a teacher, you're an educator, you have a pretty amazing role, I want to be like you, goes a long way. And even this slide here that's talking about diversity, equity, and inclusion, as I mentioned, our staff identify, they reflect our students. So 78% of Rocket Ship teachers, leaders identify as educators of color. And ultimately, the diversity of our team really does mirror and match the diversity of the students across all of our campuses.
Excellent. So what kind of educator would you like to see apply for these positions? What kind of qualities, characteristics are you seeking?
I'll let Kate go.
Oh, great. Yeah. So we're looking for folks who have a couple of different qualities. One is that we're really looking for collaborators. We are a team-based environment where doors are always open between classrooms, and there's a lot of coaching and support. So be ready to be on a team and collaborate with other teachers, but also parents, especially special educators, coaches, tutors. The whole team of people here at Rocket Ship works together. We're also looking for folks who are ready to learn, because coaching is a huge part of our culture. So all of our assistant principals and principals are direct teacher coaches first and foremost. And so we're really looking for folks who are craving feedback, want to grow in their own career as educators. We're happy to help you start wherever you are, whether you're a tutor or have a teaching credential or looking for school leadership. There's coaching all along those pathways. And we're also looking for really mission-driven spirits, because here at Rocket Ship, we are here to close the achievement gap for our kiddos. We're here to create really great education and really wonderful community-based schools. So everyone here at Rocket Ship truly believes in the power of families and in the power of every single student to succeed. And we're hoping you feel the same way.
Excellent. Amber, would you like to add to that?
Kate was actually spot on.
Okay, just making sure. Hey, okay, now going into the opportunities, what do you have available for Latino educators at your schools? You can talk about teaching positions, para positions, support staff, etc.
Absolutely. Given that we have so many campuses across the board, I would like to say that we are looking for a wide array of opportunities. So I think it's going to come down to maybe location and what you're interested in. But essentially right now at a high level, what we're looking for are folks who are interested in stepping into the classroom as a lead teacher. So our teachers are departmentalized. So what that means is they have the opportunity to teach one subject to a group of students. So we're looking for folks who may be interested in teaching English language arts, or what we call humanities, or STEM teachers. So folks who are mostly passionate about wanting to teach math. In Texas, we are looking for bilingual educators. And then across the board, we're also looking for folks who are interested in stepping into special education. But if you're like, hey, I'm not ready to lead a full classroom, like I'd rather be more of a support, learn more about Rocket Ship, gain the skills before owning a classroom space. We also are looking for paraprofessionals, enrichment teachers who would teach science, art, as well as tutors. So you would work with a specific grade level, supporting them with online learning platforms, as well as additional material taught within their humanities and STEM classes.
And since you have campus throughout the United States, these are all different opportunities for folks who are near or who may want to travel to one of those school sites, right? So how does someone get a hold of information about these positions? What do they need to do?
definitely. So if you can click to the next slide, we actually have a QR code listed here, and this is going to go to our general job board specifically. So pull out your phones, take a picture. Like I said, this will go to our general job board, which is where you'll see all roles, the locations, the expectations, compensation, as we are transparent with our compensation on job description. So looking at our job board, applying. But if you're like, hey, I'm not interested in applying quite yet, I have more questions, I have more information, the next slide is actually a QR code to my calendar to find some time, but also Kate's email address, my email address, if you want to reach out to us directly.
Very good. Wow. You are definitely up with technology and with the times for sure. Hey, so if I were to ask one of your parents or a child within your school system, what would they say about the school?
That's a good question. We've actually been asking our parents this question as we move through the fall so that we make sure that we can really meet their needs. And what we're hearing from parents this fall in particular is that Rocketship really feels like a very welcoming community, that at the beginning of the school year, parents felt like they were really listened to. We do home visits to create really strong relationships with parents at the beginning of the year. And then we adjusted our practices. And so we heard parents say that they really felt that they were listened to and that feedback was taken into account for things like pickup and drop off and, normal things in a parent's day, but also with the academics. And for kids, we really want it to be a welcoming space. And so when we hear from kids, we want them to say that they're learning, but also that they are joyful at school. And so social emotional learning is a huge part of what we do as well. And although our kids see different teachers, they rotate with the same kids throughout the day. So we see really strong social bonds for our kiddos too.
Excellent. Amber, what would a parent or a child say if I were to ask them about their school?
Absolutely. That's a great question. So I was just on campus yesterday, actually, communicating with some parents, and from them specifically, they are really enjoying and loving the educators that are teaching their content. So one parent, her child, her Rocketeer, is actually in 4th grade. And so in this role, finding teachers, she said, you know what, Amber, you're killing it. You're doing a great job because my child is loving coming to school, loving to learn. This teacher is very patient and just has a great way at just communicating the material. And I think for students, I think it's nice that, they're able to get to know different teachers. I know for many of them, of course, their favorite subjects are PE and lunch, but they also do, of course, enjoy being in that humanities class and listening to different relevant books that apply to their cultures and their experiences as well.
Excellent. Well, I want to thank you both for coming in this afternoon, early afternoon for us over here in the Midwest, but I'm sure even earlier for you guys, right? So I do have one last question. If you had a hype motto, what would it be? How would you hype up your kids or the parents?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I know. I'm thinking maybe something like Rocketship is blasting off to success, right? I think we're often thinking about innovation and how we can help our kids meet their goals as quickly as possible. So I think that, that forward movement is definitely something that we push for.
Yeah, shooting for the stars.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would use. If I was you. Well, I don't know. That's what I would use. But I want to thank you guys for coming into our virtual space here. We do this every semester for school districts locally and now nationally. And we invite you to come back in the spring to have you let us know who you're going to need for your summer school programming and also fall 2024 needs. So thank you so much. Do look for an invite in the early spring so we can get you guys ready as we move forward into the summer. Okay?
Awesome. Thank you for having us.
Hey, thank you so much. And we will see you soon. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye. Adios. All right. Once again, we do want you all to give us some feedback. We have the survey up please let us know how we can improve as we serve our Latinx community. Up next, we will have in a few minutes the Olathe School District, and they'll be here at 3 o'clock. So don't go away, and we'll be right back. Good afternoon. Buenas tardes. I am Dr. Uciel Pesina with the Latinx Education Collaborative. You are in the fall virtual career fair, and we have had school districts visit us all morning, and now we're beginning with more school districts in the afternoon. First, I need to talk about the flag that is sitting right behind me. It is the Hispanic Heritage Flag, and it is meant to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month from September 15th through October 15th. The colors reflect perseverance, sacrifice, family, courage, prosperity, and justice. It was designed by a St. Louis native, Jose Garza, and the geometric figures in the middle of the flag represent the Cordillera Mountains that unite North and South America. So as we move forward during this celebration month of Latinos and Hispanics, we have the Olathe School District with us to give us some information about possible positions that are open to the Latino community as they diversify their professional force there. So who are we speaking with today from the Olathe School District? I have Dr. Ann Addison, but I don't know if that's who is here.
All right. No, she's not. But she has definitely helped put this together, so we appreciate her. My name is Michael Fundrup, and I am the Director of Language Acquisition for the Olathe Public Schools. And I'm here with a colleague of mine, Christy.
And I'm one of our instructional coaches for our language teachers.
Well, very good. We are missing Ann because usually she comes by to say hi, but that's okay. We will invite her for the spring event. How's that?
Absolutely,
Perfect.
yes.
We'll make it a party. Good to see you both. Good to see you both. Hey, I wanted to ask you, you already introduced yourselves and your titles and your positions. Can you tell us a little bit more about the Olathe School District?
Absolutely. So at the Olathe Public Schools, we are a very large district. We have about 30,000 students and about 5,000 staff members. And as you said, we are very much interested in diversifying our staff. Our students we have are very diverse, both linguistically and culturally, and just bring a lot of great experiences to school. And so we really try to work on making sure our staff really understand our students, and our students can see themselves in our staff, both with experiences, language, pretty much the whole gamut. So we're definitely interested in that because it's for our kids, and that's what matters.
Excellent. Would you like to add anything else?
What do you want to know about us? We have.
Let's move on to
what you got for it.
Why should Latino community members go to the Olathe School District? What is your why?
Our why. We have a lot of support for our teachers, regardless of their backgrounds. If they're brand new teachers, if they're teachers with experience, we offer a lot of coaching support, which I'll have Christy talk a little bit as well, because as you start, sometimes you need that support. You can have your classroom, you have all the kids looking up at you, but sometimes you just need that extra support instructionally. Christy, talk a little bit about our instructional support.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that sets us apart. It's very robust. So whether you're brand new or you're just new to us, we provide you support. So that looks like a coach that's coming in and meeting with the teacher, observing, giving feedback. I see us as your cheerleader. We're there to help you in whatever you need, whether it's working with parents, whether it's figuring out your curriculum, figuring out how to work with your colleagues, whatever that may be. And then I would say also you get to have someone in your building that's your mentor. So there's a second touch point. I would say all of our administrators always have an open door policy. And then we have other district people that same thing. So whether they have a question, they can reach out to any of us. And so I just feel like we have great wraparound support for our teachers. Also for our paras and our aides, our ELL aides, they get to meet with the teacher weekly, and they're giving them instructional strategies, helping them problem solve different things that they're having happen in the classroom.
Excellent. Now, what kind of educator are you seeking for these positions? What are the qualities, characteristics? What are you looking for?
I would say we're looking for educators that bring their whole selves to work, as far as their backgrounds, their passions, Also their hesitations, they're human like our kids are, and that they have that compassion to get to know their kids, to get to know their families, to see what it is that they need to be successful, is really what we're wanting from our staff. Also, we are very collaborative. We put a lot of focus and energy in having time to collaborate with peers. We also really put our time and efforts into professional development, both at the building level, so you can work with peers that are next to you, but then also at a district level as well. So if you're a first grade teacher, if you're a biology teacher, you have opportunities to work with other first grade teachers, to other biology teachers, so you don't feel like you're on an island, but you really get to collaborate and problem solve around instruction, around students' needs as well. And I think that's really important, is that we give you a place that you feel like you belong.
Christy, would you like to add to that? What are you looking for in a peer, in a colleague?
Yeah, I want someone that's willing to get messy. They want to try things. We want to learn from that. So someone that's reflective, also someone that can bring perseverance and be able to share that with our kiddos and say, hey, here's where I've been, here's what I've gone through, here's how you can make it too, because our goal really is for our students to be prepared for their future. That's our goal as a district. So we want our staff to reflect that as well.
And advocacy is something else that when I work with the different programs that I work with our ELL programs, with our dual language immersion programs, is somebody who will advocate for students and for their families, because many times our students and our families don't always feel like they have a voice, or they know the channels in which they can have that voice. And so our teachers do. They really do get to know our kids and get to know our families. And so being that advocate, I think, is very, very important, because it's that voice that changes things. And so we want our teachers to advocate for our kids and always to speak up.
So you have a large Latino community out in Olathe. I mean, there's a lot of folk who wouldn't believe that, you being, the second tier suburb really in the Kansas City metro. But can you tell us a little bit more about the community that you're serving?
Yeah, so our community is very diverse. And what I say by that is you can get in the car and drive a little bit to one school, and the diversity in the school may not be very high, but then you get in the car and go to another part of our district, and we could have 90% of our students with diverse backgrounds. 80% of our students speak Spanish at home in a building. And so there's a lot of needs there. And what I mean by needs is understanding what students are coming from and the extra needs that they may not always see. Not always academic, but just understanding where they're coming from, and having teachers that understand that. And sometimes we hear that we want teachers that our students want teachers that they feel sound like them, look like them, understand them. And so that's sometimes a misconception, but many times it is true. And so our population is very diverse, and we take a lot of pride in having teachers in our buildings that really understand our kids, and really trying to recruit for that, because I find it very, very important. We're always looking for those next success stories that our students can share. And we know that they always talk about teachers that really impacted them. But we have a lot of diversity, and especially in our Latinx or Hispanic communities as well.
So my next question would be, what kind of opportunities do you currently have available for Latinx professionals?
We have many, and because of that, I have it on paper, because I would forget, and somebody who needs that position doesn't know that we have it available for them, and we're here with open arms. So we do have, as far as elementary, we have some elementary openings. We definitely have openings in our dual language immersion program, both this year for 3rd grade and also next year for 4th grade. So with our dual language program is a very interesting program and unique, where teachers are able to speak and teach in Spanish all day long. So some of our teachers really enjoy that, because they can share their home language, their identity with the students every day, both culturally and also linguistically, because there's not very many jobs that you can spend all day long teaching in Spanish. And we have those opportunities. We also, for high school, teaching French, teaching math, PE, biology, chemistry, social studies we have open. For teachers in middle school, we have math and science. We do have a great need for teachers with special education backgrounds. In our autism program, center-based resource programs, we have psychologists openings, so social worker, SLP. So really anywhere in our allied and special education positions. Another thing too is we have a lot of positions open for support staff, and this would be our aides, paras. And what's really neat about that is that if you are looking to be a teacher, and that's a passion you have, but you don't have the opportunity to quit your job and go to school full time, we have a lot of programs and partnerships with universities where you can be a para and you can work in a classroom at the same time you're getting your degree. And so we'll work with you on that. And sometimes it is as short as a year and a half, 2 years, depending on your background. So it's a nice way to say, I want to be a teacher. I want that experience. We can get you in as an aide or a para and work with you so you can become a teacher in our system. And so that's something that we really take a lot of pride in because we value all of our staff and we want those opportunities available for them. We also have opportunities for interpreters. We have 87 different languages represented by our district. And so it's not just Spanish. We have Berber, we have Chinese, we have Arabic. We have a lot of languages where we really need interpreters to help our families and sometimes our students, and also custodial food service. Anyone in Olathe Public Schools is part of our team. So regardless of that position, we want that representation and we're happy to support you.
Christy, how valuable are paraprofessionals?
We couldn't do it without them. I always say they're the backbone into the classroom. They get to know our students in a different way. They see things through a different lens. I think they provide that extra compassion that maybe the students don't get elsewhere. And so we definitely need paras. We need our ELL aides to be there and help make the learning comprehensible for our kiddos. And I'd also say a plug for our substitutes. If you're not sure about it, come try. Come sub with us and see what you think. I think you'll fall in love with our kids and our staff.
You know, and something else with that, and I always tell our support staff and our aides, you know, you're that smile that many students come to school knowing they're still going to get that caring and that compassion, not just from their teacher, but the aides. Many times they ask them a lot about how's your family? How are you doing? How was your sports event? I used to be a para. That was how I got into education. And so I know that job and how important it is and how hard it is at many times, but the value in what they bring for the kids and how the kids light up when they see that support staff, it makes it worth it.
Michael, how can someone apply for these positions, the numerous positions that you have available?
So all you have to do is Google your future educator, your employer, which is Olathe Public Schools, and then in there you'll have your the human resources there, and then you'll be able to see all the different job opportunities that we have. So anything that I mentioned there, you'll have it listed there, and you can always contact. You can also just call the phone number for Olathe Public Schools, and somebody will answer the phone and be able to direct you and show you the website. So if you can't figure that out, just call us, and we will help you out and get you what you need, and in any language that you need that.
So to leave with hyping up your future employees, what would be a hype motto for Olathe Public Schools?
Well,
I'm so glad you asked. Right where you belong.
Right where you belong. I like that. I've been asking all the schools about a hype motto, and they've been coming up with some very creative ones. Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you for coming into this space. I know it's only a brief 15 minutes, but we have many school districts who have opportunities to share with our Latino community. We will do this again in the spring. Would you like to be invited?
Absolutely.
Okay, because I know you need to get ready for summer school as well as fall 2024. I wish you well as you complete, as you staff your schools and the school district. And we will see you in the spring, Michael. I'll be hanging around soon, so I'll be seeing you. And Christy, love to see you, class.
Looking forward to it.
Good to meet you. Thank you.
Hasta pronto.
Hasta luego. Ciao.
Luego.
Well, that was the Olathe Public Schools. We will have up next visiting us. This will be the last school district for the afternoon and for the fall season. The Kansas City Public Schools will be coming up Once again, please go to our survey. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know how we can improve, and we will see you in a few minutes. Good afternoon, muy buenas tardes. My name is Dr. Uciel Pesina, and I am with the Latinx Education Collaborative. We are here rounding out the fall session of our virtual career fair, and we have a very special school district, a very close partner school district with us. It is the Kansas City Public Schools. But before we move on, I'd like to remind our audience to go to our survey and please fill it out. Once again, we'd like to hear from you, have your feedback, so we can always go and improve our service to you. Richie Cherry, HR Recruitment and Retention Coordinator from the Kansas City Public Schools. Welcome to our virtual session.
Hi.
How are you doing, sir?
I am doing very well. How are you doing this afternoon?
We're doing well. It's a beautiful day here in Kansas City, and we are pleased to have you finish out the season with us with your request for Latino community members to join the Kansas City Public Schools. I know you do probably still have some opportunities available. Can you tell us who you are, what you do, and give us a little more information about the Kansas City Public Schools?
I most certainly can. I appreciate you guys saving the best for last as well. So thank you so much.
As always, sir.
Yes, here I'm as the recruitment and retention coordinator. My job is to go out and recruit for teachers, classified staffs as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's paras, and everybody that really supports the day in and day out of our schools. Right now, we are full-fledged in recruitment season, and we're looking for all types of positions. We have security. We have. I'm on a high search right now for an IB Spanish teacher. Yeah, so if you all are out there and you're looking for a place to call home, Kansas City Public Schools District is waiting for you. I'm also on a hard quest for a Spanish elementary school teacher. So those we have what we call noon duty aides. Those are we have cafeteria staff. We have paraprofessionals. We have a plethora of positions that's out waiting for you right now. A little bit more.
I'm sorry. Why the Kansas City Public Schools? What's so hip? What's so cool about the Kansas City Public Schools, Mr. Cherry?
We have some awesome things right now that's happening within our school district. The biggest thing is the support system that you have, right? We're partnered with so many different organizations, but we're now revamping, right? We have our theme this year is called Sparking Joy. And so right now we're trying to spark the joy in the lives of everybody from families to from students all the way up to our employees. And so we do that by supporting, by having people like myself. We're creating different initiatives, different social events to give to allow people to just feel like they belong. But at the forefront of that all, we have different opportunities for people to receive reimbursements to go back to college and get those degrees. We have a robust system right now.
So you already made mention of some of the benefits of being a part of your organization. What kind of educator are you looking for? What are some qualities and some characteristics of a future employee at the Kansas City Public Schools?
Yeah, Dr. Pesina, as I stated my last time on here, we're just looking for someone that's truly be dedicated to our students, to our families, and to our system. I always like to speak towards longevity, and we want someone that has that longevity. But most importantly, we want someone to speak to those students that may not be represented. And I understand that the Latinx community, have those teachers. We have over 62 languages. I just got that confirmed in our district. And we need people to come in and can actually fill those big shoes.
Mm-hmm. And be able to communicate with the parents, with the kids, and we have being able to relate, and someone who is willing to grow within the system, I would imagine, right?
That is absolutely correct. Someone that's willing to go the extra mile, but most importantly, someone that just shows up every day with the heart and to spark joy in all of our families in our community.
So can you speak to some of the positions you have available? I know you made mention of some of the important ones. What would be some vital positions that you would need filled by some future Latino professionals?
Yes, I mean those are the vital positions. IB Spanish. We
Mhm.
have elementary Spanish opportunities. Bilingual. We need those bilingual paras. That
Mm,
that's that's at the forefront of my initiative right now to make sure we get those bilingual paras. We just need teachers. We need teachers. We have dual language schools
you
that
do.
needs and counselors. If you are a counselor out there, I'm on a hard quest to find you as well. And
Right, right.
we have a hiring incentive. We are a transparent district, and we want to make sure that everybody knows that there is an incentive. So if you are out there and you are certified and would like to get that extra stipend, please reach out.
So, Mr. Cherry, can a family member become a para and then eventually become a teacher?
Exactly. Yes, we have different programs they call Para to Pro, right? They have a
Okay.
Para to Pro opportunities, and yes, if you desire to go through that route, we will position you. We will get you with partner organizations that we have to get you in the right seat.
Uh, of all these wonderful positions available at the school district, how do folks get a hold of those positions? What website? What do you recommend?
Yes, I am the recruiter right now, so I want people to directly reach out to me so I can
Okay.
walk you through. This is a step-by-step process. Although we do have our website, which is the Kansas City Public Schools, www.kcpublicschools.org
Okay.
/ careers.
Yeah.
You can go and find any career that interests you, but also reach out to me personally. I am very personal. That's one thing you would learn about me. I want to hear your voice. I want to put a name with I want to put a voice with the name and the face. So please reach out to me. I can be reached at rcherry at kcpublicschools.org.
So, Mr. Cherry, if you happen to have a Spanish speaker reach out to you, would you be able to help them out? Have someone translate for them? Because I mean, I don't know what your Spanish skills are like, but you might have some folk who can only speak Espanol.
See, that's the far as I go sometimes.
So,
But
but I
yes,
imagine you have the staff there who would be able to help folks throughout the HR process.
that is absolutely correct. We use also a platform called Talking Points
Okay.
in our district, right? So if you go onto the district website and you desire to reach someone and you speak in your native language, you can do that right through Talking Points. And
Wow.
we also have uh, my colleagues here in the HR department that can easily hop on a phone call with you as well and
Okay.
can meet you where you are.
So, Mr. Cherry, thank you so much for that information. I've been asking school districts to tell me if I were, well, in fact, I am a parent and
There
have
we
been
go.
a parent and actually a product of the Kansas City Public Schools. But as of today, if I were to ask a parent or a child about the school system, what would they say?
I guarantee you, everybody would say that this is a loving school district. This is a school district that goes the extra mile for our families. Um, we are hands on. There's not one person that I've met in my district. If they don't know, they will connect you with someone, right?
Okay.
And that's the beauty of it. We're going to walk you through the door. I'm not going to send you through the door. I'm going to walk you through the door.
Okay. Okay. So tell me, what is the hype motto for Kansas City Public Schools as we leave you as the last school district for the season? What is the KC Public Schools hype motto?
The hype motto right now is sparking joy, baby.
Okay.
We want to spark
Okay.
joy in everybody. So come spark joy with KCPS.
Sparking joy in Kansas City Public Schools. Mr. Cherry, it's always a pleasure to have you on virtually. I can't wait to hang out with you as we go to different conferences and just hang out in the city. You are our neighbor. We are your neighbor. We are community. And we want to thank you for rounding out this virtual career fair. I wish you a happy weekend. Go Chiefs.
Go
And
Chiefs.
we're about to enjoy this weekend, are we not?
we are definitely going to enjoy this weekend. When you get done with that tie, man, just go ahead on and put it in office mail for me.
Okay. Hey, I will see you soon, sir. Take
All
care.
right, thank you. Thank everybody out there. Y'all take care.
Adios. Adios. So once again, we are the Latinx Education Collaborative. We have finished the virtual career fair for 2023. We will reach out to you and many school districts willing to partner with us and to let us know of your future employment needs. We'll be coming back in spring 2024 and helping you staff positions for the summer and fall positions that you think you will need or actually need and plan for. We want you to fill out the survey as you are able. We want to always improve and get better and serve our community as best as possible. We want to thank you for staying with us in the morning and the afternoon on this particular day. And we welcome you to visit our social media and come and say hi at our Lexington office. So have a wonderful afternoon. Go Kansas City Chiefs, and I will see you soon. Dr. Uciel Pesina. Adios.